In Iceland, there is a glacier, Snæfellsjökull, that is famous for its mystical beauty. On June 21st, 1991, a group of friends from a local Lions Club were hosting visiting club members on a trip to the top of the glacier to celebrate the summer solstice.
Og þetta Jónsmessunótt.
Jónsmessunótt is the longest day of summer. The entire night is daylight. In the morning, there's a special light from the sun which is cast upon the glacier when you see it coming up at the West Fjords. There are many people who say that there's a strong power coming from the glacier and that they feel this power.
Among those ferrying people up the glacier that day was Oliver Rokelson.
Those of us who are experienced in traveling on this glacier should have known that there could be fissures in the area, because we didn't go far enough north on the glacier.
After making several trips up, 41-year-old Snæbjörn Kristoffersson returned to pick up his wife, Kristín Karlsdóttir.
I've known Snæbjörn since I was just a kid. We were born and raised here in the area. I passed Snæbjörn and Kristín on their snowmobile. They were heading upwards. I didn't think there was any danger ahead. But then again, the accidents don't give any warning. Suddenly I hear the girl say, "The snowmobile ahead of us has disappeared." I immediately thought that they had gone into a fissure.
Hello! Hello!
Some of the fissures are so deep that you can't see the bottom. You just see down into darkness. And that's a frightening sight.
Hello! Snæbjörn! Björgulfur Björnsson was passing the scene of the accident.
These are people who are my neighbors. I know them very well. I had to stretch over the edge to see Snæbjörn. When I was able to speak to them, I felt better at first. But then, when I spoke to them some more, I realized how badly injured they were.
The Coast Guard was called, and the local Icelandic National Life-Saving Rescue Unit was dispatched, along with the U.S. Air Force helicopter from the nearest NATO base.
It was obvious that Kristín would not fall further down the fissure. But we were deeply concerned about Snæbjörn, because we had no idea what his circumstances were.
Snæbjörn immediately said, "Help Kristín. I'm not injured. Get her up. Help her, please."
I was worried because it's very cold down in the fissures. Water was seeping down the walls, and their clothes got wet.
She had her back to the ice wall. She said she was about to lose consciousness. I was afraid that time would not be in her favor, that she wouldn't make it.
We decided to pull Kristín up to the edge. We had only a small rope, which we'd had on board one of the snowmobiles. One can always wonder whether this was the right decision or the wrong one. But this is what we decided at the time, and we did it.
Hjalmar Christensen was the first member of the local volunteer rescue team to arrive.
I had no time to put on any protective clothing when I received the call.
Her arms were being pulled upwards, and the rope was sliding up on her. So we were very much afraid that she would fall out of the loop.
The only thing we could do was get her out of there immediately. I knew Christine from before because we were neighbors at one time. I remember Christine babysitting me when I was a kid.
She was very tired at this point, and her body was limp. There was so much ice that it was difficult to get her over the edge the last couple of meters without hurting her more.
This is a small population. Everyone knows everyone. So it was a shock to see them in this terrible condition.
Dr. Gudmundur Karl Snæbjørnsson was at his home when he was notified of the accident.
When you stand up on a glacier, a huge one, you feel so helpless. You can do so little when you meet these forces of nature.
We realized that Snæbjørn had to be badly injured, although he was saying he was in good shape. We knew from experience that Snæbjørn never complains about anything.
He was partly conscious, partly not. When I touched his legs, he couldn't feel my touch. I felt it would be wrong to move him without getting a doctor down there to prepare for the lift, because I thought he could be paralyzed.
The only thing to do was to go down the fissure and see in what condition he was. It was kind of frightening. It's a very deep one.
He told me, I have never gone down into a fissure before. And the rescue team member guided him, and he did exactly as he was told.
When I came down to the bottom where Snæbjørn was lying, I sank in the snow. It was so soft, you didn't know whether you were going to go down through it or not. If he hadn't had any spinal fractures, he at least had a blow on the spine, so he was numbed down. It was absolutely necessary to immobilize the spine and neck, head. You have to move very, very slowly, step by step, and everything had to be synchronized. There were different groups taking each rope, different group with the legs, different group with this part of the body. It was, in fact, the most difficult thing physically I've ever been in. I do not train such things daily.
And then I recognized the helicopter. It was a large NATO helicopter, very sophisticated and well equipped in every respect. And I knew that would help the situation.
It took more than 4.5 hours to get both victims out of the fissure and over to the helicopter landing area.
There was an American doctor who came with the copter and took care of Christine. Snæbjørn was badly hurt. I was concerned about his blood pressure. Put some fluids in. I wasn't sure not a minute, the whole trip, that he was going to survive.
The victims were flown 60 miles to the nearest hospital. Snæbjørn had suffered severe head trauma, multiple fractures and internal injuries, and was in critical condition. He was placed in a drug-induced coma for more than a month. His wife, Kristín, underwent surgery to repair a dislocated hip and broken leg.
I didn't get to see him until 5 weeks later. I had the gut feeling that he was so swollen and looked so terrible that I'm not sure they trusted me to see him like that. If I fell asleep, I got nightmares. I feared every night, afraid to fall asleep. The fear was that he could die. He could leave.
Of course, it was frightening, and it was hard to accept the fact that Snæbjørn was kept in a coma and unconscious for weeks on end. This was a very discouraging period. But of course, we were that much happier when he opened his eyes and came back to life.
I was very happy to see him. But I also remember when he began to talk, he said, "Stina, I can't sing for you," because his voice was missing. Snæbjørn loves music, loves to sing. I told him that this would heal like everything else.
I slept for 5 weeks. I didn't know anything, and I had no pain until I left intensive care to go to the regular ward. I feel that I wasn't suffering much compared to what she had to go through.
In the 4 years since the accident, Kristín and Snæbjørn have recovered enough to resume their lives.
It was a rescue miracle that took place. Hjalmar made the right decision by refusing to have me towed up until a doctor had seen me and prepared me. I can sing a little now. And in fact, I gave in to pressure to participate in the church choir with my wife 2 years after we came back home.
They're not totally recovered, absolutely not. But from the start, I didn't think even that they would survive, at least not Snæbjørn. In my view, it's very happy ending.
We've been together more than half our lives, and she is everything to me. Snæfellsjökull has a special place in my heart, too. Perhaps it is the mysticism of the glacier that saved our lives. Perhaps it gives us courage.